Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little review on the Makeup Revolution Glass collection. So I haven't actually got the full collection. I've got a few pieces from the collection. I didn't really feel like I needed a lot, well, all of it. I didn't really feel like I needed all of the collection, so that's why I've just got a few bits and bobs that I personally felt like I would like to try. So I managed to purchase 3 items from the collection. So this is it, and I mainly went for setting sprays and the primer. So I purchased the Glass Skin Primer. This is in a glass bottle, which gives it a nice effect because it is a glass skin primer. So this primer is 26 mils, and you do get a pump to dispense it. So I'm just going to pump some on to the back of my hand. So with one pump you do get quite a generous amount, and it is very, I don't want to say greasy, but it is very slippery, and I'm quite interested to find out if this will absorb into my skin, and I don't really want it to look like this all throughout the day. So I didn't really feel like it was, you know, absorbing or sinking into the back of my hand. I did have to wipe majority of it off to get it off. Okay, so the other 2 things I purchased was the Glass Fix Juhi fixing spray and the Glass Shimmer Fix Iridescent fixing spray. So obviously they're both setting sprays, but one is a shimmery one and the other one is just a plain normal dewy setting spray. So if you're not really a person that likes glitter or glitter particles in your setting spray, then I wouldn't really recommend the Shimmer Fix, because this has a ton of shimmer. So if I just pull this up close, so I just brought this up close so you guys can see how much glitter and shimmer is actually in this spray. So you can see it's got small pinkish purplish iridescent glitter particles in there. So again, if you're not really a big fan of having glitter on your face, I wouldn't really go for this one. But this one, the Glass Glow Fix Ultimate Glow Dewy Fixing Spray, so this one has nothing, or apart from the actual liquid, it doesn't have any glitter or any shimmers whatsoever inside the actual product. So this one's great if you just want a natural kind of dewy look, I guess. But for me personally, I don't really mind having glitter in my fixing or setting spray. It really doesn't bother me, which is why I picked up both of these. I just want to see if one is better than the other or not, or whether they both do the same thing. So if you would like to see how I got along with some of the products from the Makeup Revolution Glass collection, then carry on watching. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the Glass Skin Primer. So I would normally go in with my Milk primer, but because I really want to see what this actually does, I'm just purely going to be using the Makeup Revolution primer. Oh, so it is quite, I want to say slimy. It has a weird feel to it. So this really like glides on. I literally just took one pump and it is quite, I don't want to say slimy, but it's got a smooth silky feel, but it really, I don't know, slips on, glides on. So hopefully you can see, and it's picking up on the camera, that it does actually have like a really high sheen to this primer. I think I am actually going to go in with my Fasali on my nose and my T-zone area, just because I don't want to be this shiny on my nose and my T-zone. So I've just got my Fasali Skin Tune Blur Primer, and I'm just gonna dot it in the places that I usually do, and then I'm not going to be doing it all over. I'm just in my areas where like I get pores, so my nose and a little bit down under my, well, the inner parts of my cheeks. So when I touch my skin, it does have a tacky feel to it. I've given the primer a little bit of time to settle into the skin and sink in. It's not as slippery as it was before. It's gone a little bit more of a tacky consistency. So I'm just going to go in and go ahead and put my foundation on, and I'm using the EX1 foundation. Just feel like it's really great for like everyday wear, anything really. Even if you're going out, I feel like it's a really good foundation for all types of occasions. And I'm just gonna blend all of that out with the Juno sponge. So I've got the other version of this sponge as well, which is the velvety textured one. That one is really good as well. This one, I feel like it doesn't stain as much as the velvety textured sponge. The other one, it was great at the beginning, but then it gets a lot harder to clean. I feel like all of the products, it really does kind of settle in to the sponge because it is a velvet texture. But this black one has the same texture or similar texture to the Beauty Blender, and it doesn't stain as easily, and it's washable. And when you do wash it, the stain, like, it doesn't set. You can easily wash all of the stains out again and again and again. And these sponges range between £4 and £5, which I think is really great, especially if you want to keep on topping up on your sponges. So it's really inexpensive if you do like to change up your sponges. So I just finished applying the foundation, and it does give like a really dewy finish to your foundation. It's not matte or whatsoever. So at the moment it is looking extra dewy, but I'm just going to go off camera and then I'm just going to finish up the rest of my makeup. So I'm just going to do my concealer, highlighter, contour, everything, and see how the primer holds up then, because it will look slightly different to when I finish my makeup and use all the setting powder. And I don't think, or hopefully I don't really want it to be this dewy, but it should calm down a lot of the shine. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've finished doing like my highlight, contour, my setting powder, everything. So this would be the point straight after my setting powder. I've wiped it all away, so I would now go in with like a light setting spray to kind of make everything mix in and blend in together. I would normally use my Fenty What It Do setting spray or fixing spray. That one I love. It's kind of replaced my Fasali Rose Gold Skin Mist, which is great for me because it is a lot more cheaper than the Fasali as well. I actually really love the Fenty one. So I'm now going to go in with the Makeup Revolution. So I've picked up two of the, where did it go? So I've picked up two of their fixing sprays. So one is an iridescent one and the other one is just like a dewy kind of setting spray. I'm going to use the dewy one first, and then I'll use the shimmery one at the end. At the end, on my normal makeup, I do normally use two setting sprays. So when I finished everything, I would lock everything down with the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face. That one is my, I feel like my forever favourite, but I'm not going to be using that one today. So today I'm actually going to fix it with the shimmery one. But before I go in with the spray, I'm actually going to use a little bit more of the bronzer because I just want to top up whatever was lost with the setting powder. So just kind of bring back some of that bronze and just go around my face. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a little bit at the tip of my nose. Okay, so now my bronzer is complete. I'm just going to go in with the Juhi setting spray. So this one's the Glow Fix Ultimate Glow Juhi Fixing Spray. So I like to go over with the fixing spray after my bronzer just to melt and mix everything together. It's got a really nice scent to it actually. And the mist is not too bad. It does kind of spray out a lot of product, more than any of my other fixing sprays or setting sprays that I have. It does spray out quite a lot, but it has a nice scent. And I don't feel like it's overly dewy as well. It's brought back a little bit of the dewiness from the primer, but nothing too crazy and nothing too unbearable. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of highlighter, and I'm just going to use the Fenty Beauty in Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. I love this highlighter. I stopped using it because I was kind of experimenting and using different types of highlighters, but I always come back to this one. Whenever I end up experimenting, I always come back to this particular highlighter. I just feel like it gives the perfect amount of glow. I mean, okay, so I finished with the highlighter and now I'm just gonna lock everything in with the Glass Shimmer Fix. So this one is the shimmery one. So if I show you, bring it up right close, so hopefully you can see it has a lot of pinkish, purpley kind of iridescent shimmers in the actual spray. So I'm just gonna lock it down. So this one has a slightly different scent to the Juhi one. It smells a little bit more citrusy. So you do get a lot of the pink shimmer particles all over your face, but I don't actually mind that. I think it's really pretty. I don't know if you guys would prefer to have like small little glitter specks all over your face, but I actually don't mind it. If you don't really want glitter particles all over your face, I would really recommend the shimmering one. The Juhi one works absolutely fine, but yeah, I quite enjoy it. I quite prefer like the shimmery one, and even with the primer it doesn't feel slimy or greasy or anything like that at all now. Just touching my skin, it feels perfectly fine. So after applying all of the rest of the makeup, it has absorbed and taken it all in. It looks perfectly fine, but I'm just gonna test it out, do a few bits and bobs around the house, and then I'll come back towards the end of the day and then just check through, like make sure everything is working fine and as good as the Fenty and the Huda as well. So I'm back and I've actually managed to do another video on this look right here. It should be up on my Instagram very soon if it's not up there already. And I do have to say, with all of the lighting and everything, my makeup has actually held up pretty well. It hasn't gone like overly oily or anything like that, or like too dewy. It's okay considering I have like topped up with extra highlighter and everything like that, so that's probably why it's looking a little bit more shiny. It's because of the highlighter, but my makeup hasn't budged. I haven't experienced any dry patches, or I didn't feel like the foundation has clung on to like certain patches around my skin. It feels like it's gone on really flawless and smooth like it normally should. So I don't know if I'm actually going to completely switch over to the Makeup Revolution primer, but it is a great primer and it's a great option to actually have. So maybe on days where I'm not getting done up as much, I may reach for the Makeup Revolution, so I'm not wasting my Milk primer, because I do love my Milk primer. But overall, this primer setting spray, it's done a really good job at setting everything, locking it into place. Another thing, I don't know if I'm going to replace it with my Huda again just of yet, but it is a great option to actually have, so I don't waste any of my other products like my Huda or my Fenty. So it's good for days like when I'm maybe going work, maybe just like going out running a few errands. Then I think I would use this quite a lot because it has held up really well and there's no cracking, there's no budging of the makeup, and yeah, I feel like it is a great product. And I also feel like it does give off a gloss-like finish, and it's not sticky anymore whatsoever. Makeup does not come off, which is great. So that was it for this little mini review on the Makeup Revolution for some of the Glass collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already doing so, and also follow me over onto my Instagram as well. I do a lot more makeup looks on there also, and yeah, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.